So today's video is actually sponsored. Exciting. It's sponsored by Crystal Parade. So today we're going to be doing a bit of crystal placement inspired by Easter. I'm going to link the Crystal Parade website down below. So if after you've watched the video you're feeling inspired to make a purchase, the link will be below, along with a cheeky 10% discount. The discount code has changed to NatMug10. It's no longer Nat5, it's NatMug10 now, so you get double the discount, which is great. So thank you, Crystal Parade, that's amazing. And I'm going to link their Facebook group as well. If you already have Crystal Parade crystals and you want to create some Easter nails, be sure to join the Facebook group and share your creations. You can also tag them on social media. They're on TikTok, Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure about Twitter, but what I'll do is I'll link all their social medias down below as well. So if you're not on Facebook, you can you can go to TikTok or Instagram or whatever and find them there. So I shall do that, and without further ado, let's get on to the nails. Right, so when I do my, if I'm creating something like I'm doing today, I like to lay it all out on I like to lay the design out before I do it. So I've got all the crystals ready in this crystal flipper tray. So that's why they're like that. I've also got the Crystal Fix from Rachel Wilder's. This is available from Crystal Parade. So is the Crystal Kitana. I'm going to be using this today. It's got a wax end and like a needle end. And then I've also got these tweezers, which I do use, but they're not absolutely necessary, and a tip, which I have a velvet matte top coated. You can do it on a shiny surface, but you'll need to buff the surface before you apply the crystals. So let's get technical. Actually, I don't want to get too technical because I don't want to scare anyone. The crystals are fun. I find them really fun, and I love creating different things with them. So don't be scared. It's going to be fine. I'm taking a blob of the Crystal Fix and I'm going to place it on the centre-ish of the nail. And this blob is quite a big blob, and the crystals that I'm using are kind of not too big, but they're big-ish, but not too big. The blob that I've done, this is them. Now I dug out some of they are round, pointy backed crystals. These were from, I had a selection of Swarovski bumper mixes from Crystal Parade that I took apart, and I put all the crystals together. So it was a random mix, and I ended up sorting all the crystals out into similar crystals. Took me ages, but I loved it. So there's two round clear flatbacks, and there is a fuchsia pink round flatback that's roughly the same size that I've made a little cluster with. If these crystals were any bigger, I would put two crystals on first and then add extra glue, but the crystals are just small enough that I didn't need to do that in this instance. I'm then taking a little bit more of the Crystal Fix, and we're going to add the eyes to our bunny. I needed to put a little bit more. We're going to have two blue eyes. The colours that I'm using, I'm pretty sure these were Precious Sapphires. I can't remember the sizes though. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's a bit annoying, but I can't remember the sizes. I thought I'd put a bit more Crystal Fix on there because, yeah, I was worried that wasn't going to be enough. If you do end up putting on like too much Crystal Fix, sometimes, because it will cure shiny, but quite often you can just take some matte top coat and go around the crystals. Don't go over them, but like around them, and that will get rid of any like excess shiny gem glue that might be sticking out from under the stones, the crystals. I'm going to add a little bit more Crystal Fix under the eyes, and you see these tiny crystals. I'm pretty sure those are light rose. They are probably, I think they're about an SS5. I think they're going to be the rabbit's little rosy cheeks. So they just sit under the blue eyes, between the blue eyes and the big clear cheeks, the puffy cheeks, like that. And I do quite often stop and just flash cure him so that my crystals don't, obviously you'd need to flash cure your cluster. Just between the bottom there, the bottom the opening, I've put a little white opal Preciosa crystal, and I've flash cured it. For the ears, I'm going to be using these Preciosa pink cabochon navettes. I think these are lovely. They remind me of the inside of bunny ears. However, you can use the white ones if you want your bunny to have white ears. I was trying to... They're so slippery little suckers. Like, so look, you could use these white ones, or you could also use these clear Preciosa navettes, the crystals, if you want a really shiny bunny. However, I thought the pink ones were quite cute, so I will be using the pink ones. I'm also grabbing some caviar beads. So what I'll do is, look, I'll just run the caviar bead into some Crystal Fix and then pick it up with my brush, and then I'll place it where I want it. So I'm putting these two above the eyes, between the eyes and that clear crystal. And then we're going to do some also, if I can't see because the recording box is in the way, between the eye and the cheek, and the cheek and the, no, between the eye and the rosy part of the cheek. I don't know what the technical word is, but we're putting some crystal, caviar beads, sorry, between the crystals. It reminds me of a little bit of a rabbit. It is a rabbit. What am I on about? It reminds me of like a cheeky, I can't think what it reminds me of. It just reminds me of something. Then I'm going to add on the cabochons, the pink cabochons. You probably will need to flash cure these because they can be a little bit, they are a lot heavier than like normal crystals. So just to keep them in place, put your Crystal Fix down, add your cabochon or your crystal on top, and if it's quite a big one, give it a flash cure quickly. Look, oh, it's so cute. It's coming together. And then at the bottom, can you see I'm just trying to move some of that Crystal Fix up. I've made it into the shape of a pear. This is a pear flat back crystal clear Preciosa. That's going to be his little body. So he's got like a little belly. Then between the white opal on his mouth and the pear, I'm going to put a little caviar bead. Again, I've rubbed the caviar bead in Crystal Fix so that it keeps it nice and secure. So that's where we're at so far. Then I'm going to add here and the other side a round flat back. I think it's rose. Is this one light rose? It's rose. I think it's rose. It's certainly not fuchsia. I'm trying to think of the colours I used. Brain like a sieve. And at the bottom, he's going to have little pink feet. So he's got pink paws. I mean, it could be a girl, but I think it's a boy because it's got big blue eyes. There we go. So I will put that in the lamp for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to add some more caviar beads between the two paws on each side. One under there and then one above the other foot. Yeah, like that. Oh, I think he's quite cute. So again, he'll go in the lamp for 60 seconds because I believe that is him all finished. When I have finished and I've fully cured, I do like to just wipe over the crystals with some isopropyl alcohol. And I just let it just makes the crystals all sparkly. I love it. So the next design, we're going to be doing a lamb. This one was a little bit more awkward. I've got some, again, we're using the Crystal Fix and everything. I've done this is a different day. This is now a different day in the video. We're going to do cheeks again. So these are bigger, no, they're not flat back, bigger, clear, pointy back crystals. These ones, I'm pretty sure, are Preciosa crystals from the Funky Chunky Clear Crystal Mix. And then this fuchsia one is, again, one of the fuchsia ones from a Swarovski bumper mix, I believe. I've put, look, can you see I've put a big blob of glue behind those two clear crystals, and then I'm placing that fuchsia one on top. There is a bit of a gap. I didn't intentionally mean, but the crystal slipped backwards a little bit. I was hoping to fill it with gem glue, but because the fuchsia crystal fell back a bit before I managed to flash cure it, I just left it as it was. But I've just tucked up that square clear Preciosa crystal up against the nose, and then I'm using white opal Preciosa crystals for the lamb or the sheep's cheeks. So these are quite a lot bigger, but the lamb's got a bigger head. Because the lamb's not got a body on this nail, we're going to give him quite a big head. So these are, oh, I think I used the same colour. I think they're sapphire blue ones. I'm not quite sure. I think I've confused myself now. At the very top above the square crystal, I'm going to put one of these these are the new tiny navettes from Preciosa. They are 4mm by 2mm. They're tiny. I want some more because I just feel like these are going to be so handy. And then again, I've run that caviar bead through some Crystal Fix, and I'm going to place them between the square and those two coloured crystals, just to fill in the gap, really, that's all. And then I'm going to use these pearls that I'm using here are Preciosa, I think they're 5mm pearls. They are the white ones. I'm going to, I felt like I needed a bit more because these are quite big. And this is obviously going to be the start of the fluffiness of the lamb. So he's got 3 and they kind of arch over that navette that we put on. So I'm going to cure those, just flash cure those into place. And then these ones that I've got here are Zodiac AB, and they're 2 AB half pearls, white ones. They're 2mm, they're tiny. So before I apply those, I'm going to add a caviar bead between the blue and the white opal crystal. I'm just going to push that right up in there. And then, yeah, so these are going to go down the side of the face. So I'm going to make sure my, on the other side I do a line of gem glue. On this side I obviously do it a dob at a time. But they will just fill in the side section of the lamb's face. Now these, the pearls with the AB coatings are, you can use them for everyday nails. However, do just be aware that the coating might come off. The AB ones are, Poppy said, best for show nails. So it's up to you. You can still use them. That reflects in the price. They are very reasonably priced. Can you see, look, I've just used that, the tiny navette. That is going to be the lamb's ear. Or the sheep. But it's probably a lamb because it's Easter. We'll call it a lamb. See, look, this side I just put a line of Crystal Fix along there, and I will just add the half pearls into that Crystal Fix. And then before I cure it, I'm pretty sure I put the ear on this side. Just a little bit more Crystal Fix for the ear. And then just make sure that they are symmetrical, or as symmetrical as possible, before you cure it. You don't want wonky ears. And then that will have a 60-second cure. No, I don't think I do flash cure it. I think that was a flash cure. And in here, I've put a little little 2mm half pearl in the, it just makes it look fluffy. I don't know. And then he would have had a 60-second cure, and that's them both done. I'm going to wipe them over again with some isopropyl alcohol, and then I will show you them finished. Don't forget to join, the links and everything will be below. Come and join the Facebook group. But I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. Yeah, don't forget to check out links below. 10% off code NatMug10. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know, but thank you, Crystal Parade, for sponsoring this video. I thoroughly enjoyed it. God bless everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.